Good morning. I just wanted to do another quick video update. It's day 5 of my boost fast, and my blood sugar actually dropped from like 10, which was not good, to 6.7 in 4 days. And I feel still like really strong. I'm not feeling week. I've had moments where I've had a little bit of shakiness, um, but all in all, it's really good. Like I don't feel hunger cravings, and surprisingly, I've gone with my hubby to Tim Hortons and ordered food for the church or coffee, tea. Um, I've gone into restaurants. I've gone into the grocery store. I did a little bit of shopping for um, for different things for the house. He cooks. I'll be studying and I'll hear him munching on a bag of chips. I hear it, but it doesn't send me into cravings or having a physical response. So, just this experience of literally overcoming the flesh, it's pretty motivating actually, and realizing what I can do, the things that I've never been able to overcome in regards to overeating or my diet or suppressing things emotionally and not running to the fridge and feeding that um, feeding that need. Um, it's been amazing, and I've done things like substitute, um, writing music, um, practicing singing, learning a new song on the keyboard, um, working on my business, working on uh, my websites, getting things done that I just kind of, when I was overwhelmed or tired before, I would just kind of come in my room and flip on the TV and grab, a bag of chips, or just kind of hide in that place. And even though, I would get up in the morning, I would study the word, I would do what I needed to do, there was still those times when at the end of a workday, um, maybe I've had a stressful time, maybe something's gone not my way, things that set me off emotionally, and I would run to food. Now I don't have that um, option, and so I literally, in the last 5 days, have had to recognize that, what am I going to do? What am I going to do that will replace that? And for me, because I'm a creative person, writing and doing, I just kind of jump into that. And I've been able to get actually more done. Um, Things that I put aside for the last little while, and I've been able to get those things done, put them as a priority. This morning I got up and I did a couple little online courses for my business, and just setting up some goals, and uh, looking at my to-do list and crossing off things. And I've stopped, um I don't know, not, how would you say that, I've stopped um putting that pressure on myself to meet some of the impossible deadlines, and I've just allowed myself that time to relax and do what I can do, in the time that's provided. And sometimes I've had to make adjustments. I've had to make adjustments in my life because of my health. I've had to make adjustments in my life because of my time schedule. And um, it hasn't been a bad thing. But, a few years ago when I was in school, I just had this high pressured need to, I was on the honor roll. I had to get A's. I had to get a high mark. All my deadlines were so important to me. And I just had this pressure somehow to prove myself. And I've stopped doing that a little bit in the last few years. And I've started to take care of me because it really took a toll on my health. And I believe that. I believe that, some of these things that we put ourselves through, there's long-term effects to them. And so learning how to take care of myself, learning how to treat myself better, learning how to prioritize my needs in all of this is so important. I know that the Lord wants me to be healthy and well. And for me, this is part of that journey. My surgery is 9 days away now on the next week, Monday. And so, just keep me in your prayers. And I'm just going to keep kind of, posting a few updates here and there. Um, I'm just so excited. I'm really excited for what what kind of changes this is going to bring into my life, and hopefully, the the idea is to lessen the pain on my joints for walking and for exercise and for injury. There's a constant um, across the top of my right foot, either when I'm walking or I'm driving. It just seems like that muscle or that area gets so painful, almost like burning across the top of my foot. And I'm not sure if that's from the weight or just using that muscle. Maybe it was injured a long time ago. But I'm hoping for some of those pains that are debilitating or difficult for me to stop and to go away, so that I can do some of these things that I need to do in my life easier. I was just in physio for my back and my shoulders this year. And so um, doing those exercises and strengthening those muscles and learning how my body works together to balance tendons and ligaments, and my posture and how I sit at my desk and my computer and my using my cell phone and the work that I do all has an impact on that. So I have to be, learning these things about my body. I've never paid attention to them because when you're younger, um, none of this stuff matters, and you just kind of have the attitude or the idea that, it's not going to happen to me. I'm going to stay in control. I'm going to stay fit. I'm going to, and that was my attitude for lots of years until I got hit with thyroid. I didn't know what it was, and I jumped up 80 pounds within 6 months because my thyroid just literally slowed my metabolism right down, my system right down to where it was just my thoughts were slow, my my body, my muscles were aching, things were going on in my body, and I didn't know what it was. And finally, a family member let me know that we had thyroid in our family, and I got it diagnosed. But by then, the weight had jumped, and from that point on, I wasn't able to lose that weight because my thyroid was still, it took a few years, and now I'm back. I'm on the lowest medication, but it's balanced um, to get that to where it needs to be. And then arthritis and type 2 diabetes. So things mount up really quick after a certain age. So it's really important to value the time that you have when you're young to take care of your body physically. And I'm grateful that I put away crazy things like alcohol or drugs or smoking or whatever in my younger years, because I really think that gave me a huge a huge step up for my future in terms of health, because those things are just incredibly horrible for your body and the damage that it can do. So I'm grateful for that, happening in my younger years, and that I'm sober and clean of any of that stuff. Um, but yeah, so I just wanted to speak a little bit about my health today, and keep me in your prayers. And um, still got a few days to go, and I'm hoping to have some more really amazing results. And I don't know, it's just my dreams are clearer. Like when I go to sleep, my dreams are just so crystal clear. I can see it's just like I'm involved in whatever's going on in my dreams. And I was sharing with somebody last night, it's interesting how food and whatever was covering up all those things, covering up all those channels, I guess, spiritually and mentally. And sometimes when we remove those things from our life, our spirit becomes clean. And as your body detoxifies and gets rid of all those things over a period of days, things suddenly start to clear up. So I'm looking forward to even the connection that I have with, with the Lord, and with my spiritual path, because it's you don't fast to become spiritual. You fast to submit the flesh. You fast to put the flesh under subjection. And that feeling of, and that understanding of that, being reminded of that, I guess, because there's a time in my life where there was a lot of faithful fasting on my part, and I'm being reminded of that is very important. It's very good for sometimes the work that we do with the Lord, for the Lord, and ourselves personally. So yeah, I just wanted to check in and catch up, and encourage anybody who's trying to make changes in their life for health. Reach out to the Lord, pray about it, get on that journey, whatever path is there. I have prayed about this endlessly and continued to speak to the Lord about it. And as a matter of fact, right before I got this surgery date, I just prayed and I told the Lord, like, I just can't do this. I can't do this in December. I don't know how I can do that in the middle of family dinners and family and people. And I want this to not be, how am I going to do this in December? And meanwhile, knowing that, the call that I got, they said, well, I think you're going to be set up for December, and hopefully we can get you in. And so all of a sudden, 2 days after that prayer, I get a phone call Monday morning, and she said, hi, we have a cancellation. Can you come in and get your surgery November the 29th? And so, that was my answer to prayer. And God has been with me every step of the way. Every step of the way, He's made it possible for me to do my classes, my food tracking, all the things that needed to go on up until this time. And the process being 3 years was, I was ready last year in April, but then they stopped the surgeries because of COVID. It was not a priority on their surgery list. So I'm grateful. I'm very grateful that this is an opportunity for me. And I actually feel kind of a little bit, there's a little bit of guilt there, because I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing a lot of people who their surgeries are being postponed, and uh, certain scenarios are happening out there. But the Lord has had favor on my life and my journey, and this is opportunity's been given to me. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm just going to continue to keep people in prayer that their surgeries and things will go as needed. Um, it's difficult times for sure. So, yeah, I just wanted to update everybody on a Saturday morning, and we're going to be off doing a little bit of probably, um, what's it called? Black Friday. Black Friday sales and checking out what's out there, what's left over, because we weren't able to get out on the Friday, but I'm sure there's lots of sales that are still going on. So we're going to go check those out and run some errands today. And God bless everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.